delighted to have with us Dr. Ashok Khosla, founder of the Development Alternatives in India. Dr. Khosla, what is your vision of the role of partnerships in creating a sustainable future and enhancing international cooperation?
You know, it's very difficult to do all the things that are needed all on your own. Even if you're a big organization, a government or a big corporation, it's awfully difficult to do all the things that are required to save civilization and planets, which are very complex things. So there's no choice, actually, but to have partnerships, because no institution I know of can have access to all that expertise inside. And one of the reasons why you wouldn't want that is that once an organization becomes that big, then it becomes a bureaucracy, and then we fall into the same problems that we started out to deal with. So I think it's going to be very important. My own experience is that you have to have partnerships with very different kinds of partners. My own organization, for example, works a lot with government, big national government. It works even more with local governments in villages and in small districts. And then it works with other NGOs, a lot of work with NGOs who essentially carry our methodologies and messages out to a wider public. And then finally, we do a lot of work with business. We work with two kinds of businesses. One is the big corporates, with whom we strike up partnerships to do things they want done for their clients or for their CSR, their corporate social responsibility. But we are most interested in our partnerships with the tiny, small, micro enterprises that need basically support from us to be able to service their local clients with sustainable goods and services.
Thank you. How could the UN have a more significant role in supporting partnerships and promoting more strategic alliances among different stakeholders?
Well, I think you put the word promote quite rightly in the center of your question, because I think the UN itself is not in a position to strike up local partnerships because it's too far removed. It's big and it's far away and it's not able to do that. So it has to strike up partnerships with intermediary, enabling institutions, which is sort of halfway between the big global institution that the UN is and the local business or NGO or local government that basically really governs the lives of day-to-day citizens on a daily basis. So I think the UN would have to think this thing through in terms of setting up a network of intermediary organizations. They may exist already in the environment, whose job it is then to propagate it locally.
Thank you. What are your hopes for partnerships after Rio+20 as one of the legacies of the conference?
The outcome of any big conference, and this is certainly one of the big ones, has to be networks. This is an opportunity for people to meet and strike up deals and work together and form long-lasting relationships. So there will be many networks, and that means partnerships. I think the UN, of course, would have to make a special effort to be able to relate to those partnerships in a meaningful way so that they can work together and fulfill mutual goals and do things that are more synergistic because of partnerships. So I think that will have to be worked on by your colleagues who really are in the business of creating those partnerships. But one big output from this conference has to be new relationships between here.
Thank you, Dr.